guys, what's going on? Welcome back to Next Level Guitar. This is Tyler. I'm going to show you a few new basic intermediate fingerstyle techniques here. First, we're going to start off with what we call arpeggios. If you've not heard of arpeggios before, it's just basically a term meaning you're playing through the notes of a chord sequentially. So as opposed to playing your chord all the notes at once, you're going to play. Okay? It's like a strum, but a very slow strum. That sort of thing. So what we're going to do here is we're going to focus mainly just on the right hand. So the left hand is going to be playing some open chord shapes that you've probably seen before. And this is going to be a lot like one of my last lessons where you're playing chords, but instead of playing each chord with all four notes at the same time together, we're going to do the arpeggio of the chord. So we're going to play P, I, M, A, all in sequence. Thumb, index, middle, ring. And so starting with A minor, you're going to start on string 5 with your thumb, and then play 3, 2, 1 with your other fingers. So all together sounds like. And let them ring out like that. And then once you get to the top, you can go back down. So. So here's a close-up version. Now you notice I'm resting with my thumb, but the rest are free strokes. And you could also use a free stroke with the thumb, but I prefer to rest whenever possible because it gives you a little more familiarity with where you are. You know, you just have a good sense of where the rest of the strings are when your thumb is resting somewhere. Doing is changing to a C chord, and my right hand pattern stays exactly the same. So we're playing this arpeggio with the right hand going up and back down, and then just changing chords in the left, and you can get some really great chord progressions that way. For example, you could take those chords, say A minor, C major, this would be a G major, and I'm playing 2, 0, 0, 3, go back to the A. So all together. Next, let's talk about a few exercises that are going to get your right hand even more coordinated, and you'll be able to use just about any combination of fingers or pattern that you can think of. So this is based on some exercises that were developed by a guitar player by the name of Giuliani. He's a very famous player in the 18th century, wrote all kinds of books about playing guitar, composed many pieces, and specifically developed these right-hand exercises. And what I'm showing you is not exactly his, but they're very similar, so it's the same idea. So this is based on a Giuliani-type right-hand exercise. So for now, we're just going to be alternating two chords in the left hand. You can pick any chords you want, but for now I'm going to use A minor and C major again, both root 5 chords. And what we're going to do is we're going to play the right hand, P and I together, so thumb and index. Then we're going to alternate M and A with that. So what happens here is we play P and I on 5 and 3, then we play M on 2, and then A on string 1. So all together. So a lot like we did before, but this time we're playing P and I together instead of all in sequence like an arpeggio.
And are they free strokes on the top?
These are all free strokes. So there's the move. And then to make it a little more interesting, what I'm going to want you to do is alternate your thumb on string 5 and string 4. So every time you repeat it, your thumb is either going to play 5 or 4, and it's going to go back and forth on both of these chords. So on the C major, it's going to sound like, and then the A minor would be. So you hear how the bass line goes. And then over that, our fingers are playing, well, an arpeggio, which is almost a type of melody. So then you have. So you can alternate M and I too, and you can switch this pattern up. As soon as you get comfortable with this version, P and I, M, A, then play P and I, A, M. Again, do this with the metronome because it's really going to improve your clarity and your sense of rhythm and your speed eventually. The next exercise, similar to this, but now instead of P and I, we're going to play P, I, and M, 3 fingers together, and then we're going to alternate that with our A finger. So same chords, same strings, just like this. It's a different kind of technique, different sound, feels different too in your right hand. All free strokes. So this last example that I just showed you, as long as you keep your fingers, your right hand on the same strings, you can play just about any chords as usual. So you can come up with your own progressions as long as they're not involving the 6th string for this particular pattern. As you learn more patterns, you'll cover all the strings. But this one, if you're going to be playing the P, I, M together, alternating with A, instead of just A minor, if you know some bar chords, is a little more intermediate, but you could start moving bar chords with a root 5 around and keep that same pattern. So when you apply these to your other chords, you could end up, I'm going to use the first pattern that I showed you, you could end up with something like this. This progression walks down from F to C. Thanks for checking this out. This has been Tyler with Next Level Guitar. I hope you're going to have some time to practice this, and when you have some more time, come by our website and you can learn a little bit more. Good luck practicing.
Yeah.